As building construction boomed in America during the first half of the 20th century, heavy equipment like these dump trucks, shovels, and backhoes provided the mechanical muscle. Dick Hallberg collects these vintage machines. He scours the country for old, rusty, beaten-up antique iron and restores each piece to mint condition.
I like taking something that nobody else wants, it looks bad, and fixing it up, making it run, and making it look like it was when it was new.
A hobby he picked up at 75 years old. And now at 90, Dick still does most of the work himself.
Normally, somebody, when they're 90, they're sitting in a chair in the house or something. I couldn't do that.
Quite the opposite. Dick works 7 days a week, either here at his shop in Bridgewater or on the road at construction sites where he still runs an excavator, dump truck, and bulldozer.
Sunday's the same as a Wednesday. I don't have any, and holidays are the same thing. It's just another day.
His passion for heavy equipment started as a kid. He learned to drive a small dump truck his dad brought home from work when Dick was 9.
Want to know what made it go, why it goes, and how you, things about it, it's, you know, you have to fix and whatnot. And I never went to school to learn to be a mechanic. I learned it all myself on my own.
Dick ran a successful business moving dirt. It was after he sold it that he began collecting and restoring antique heavy equipment. This John Deere tractor was his very first piece. His fleet now boasts 26 machines dating back to the 1920s. The rarest, this Coleman dump truck.
It's a real good piece for a showpiece.
Why is that?
Well, because there's none of them around.
Here's how the truck looked when Dick bought it. So rusty, nothing worked. It took him a week just to take the motor apart, and he broke 2 pistons in the process.
I got everything else off it, got it apart, cleaned everything up, sandblasted all the stuff down on it, and found 2 new pistons out in California, and got those 2 pistons and put that in it, put the motor back together, and it ran fine.
A new interior, along with a spiffy paint job, and this 1929 dump truck transformed from trash to treasure.
It's worth a lot of money. And people tried to buy it, but I won't sell it to them. I'm not ready to sell it. I'm not ready to sell anything.
He will share his machines, taking them on the road for antique equipment shows. His friend, Chester Butcher, helps load them up. Then Dick, and remember, this guy is 90, drives this big rig cross-country, hauling the 30-ton low bed.
He will work a man half his age right to the day's end. It's just amazing the stamina that he has at his age. I call him the Energizer Bunny.
It was at one of these shows where a freak accident nearly killed Dick. At the time, he was 80 years old. He was unloading this 1927 Farmall tractor.
I was out in the field. I should have been on some level ground, but there was a lot of people there. And when I backed it off, it hit the ground and spun it around and knocked me off the seat. And the next thing I know, the wheel is going over my chest.
He was airlifted to a hospital. He broke 17 ribs.
It should have killed me, but I just got lucky. Yeah, no, it just missed my head.
Every machine has a story. This 1951 Michigan backhoe had a long list of problems. Dick took it off a friend's hands. Now it sings and is a fan favorite. At shows, Dick lets people try it out.
They got to be an operator for me to let them have it, because they can screw this thing up pretty fast if I let them.
So that means you don't want me up there.
Well,
That's all right. You're kind. I don't know what I'm
If
doing.
I holler and tell you do this or do that.
Because replacement parts are nearly impossible to find, Dick will often buy two of the same machine and cannibalize one for parts. That's how he restored this beauty, the 22B shovel.
Back in its day, it was one of the most popular machines around.
Ron Severino, another friend and helper, says Dick operates the shovel like a pro, simultaneously handling the multiple cables and brakes, a skill no longer needed with today's hydraulic machines.
It's going to be a sad day when that era is gone. So we're trying to get this stuff passed along to the next generation, and you know, keep this equipment around. It's a very neat thing. It's part of our history, and we want to see it preserved.
Dick has no plans to slow down. He recently finished fixing up this 1940s International bulldozer and has a backyard full of antique machines awaiting their turn.
Nothing can't be fixed. Every machine is fixable if you want to put enough time into it. I just enjoy working on them, and I don't care if I put 10 hours or 100 hours into it. Hey, hold on.